Welcome to the 28th episode of the Who, What, When, Where, and Why podcast. My name's Kathleen Johnson, and I'm your marketing director at the Tuscarawas County YMCA and your host. And today's guests are two longtime YMCA employees, YMCA Aquatics Director Stacy Harlan and Health and Wellness Director Ryan Hursey. Welcome back to both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So many of you will remember that Ryan was on our last podcast, and due to the fact that he was promoted to Health and Wellness Director. Ryan, how's it going?
It's going good. It's like maybe 6 months at the end of February, so
Wow, that's crazy that
keeping
it's
me
been
busy,
that quick.
challenging sometime, but I like the challenges, so yeah.
Good. We had a chance to hear his vision about the why and his why story in episode 27. So please check back in our list of episodes to check that one out and rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it because it was so fabulous, right?
If you say so, Coach.
Stacy is not a first timer to our podcast either. She appeared in the premiere episode of the Who, What, When, Where, and Why podcast, and on episode 3, where we just talked about just adding water to your workout. So if you want to learn more about Stacy and check out those 2 episodes, please go back to the podcast list as well. So today's topic, land versus water. And so we start off the topic with great ways to become part of YMCA staff. So let's just talk about that right now. What do you need? Who do you need? And how do they apply? Ryan.
Well, I'm always looking for fitness instructors and personal trainers. Both of these usually get certifications, which actually the YMCA of the USA is now partnering with the American Council on Exercising certificate, so you can get a lot of that too.
Nice.
And a lot of those are good for 2 years. The main one we look for is if you're already active, doing activity and stuff, that's the big plus. And then it can ease into, like, especially if you like talking or working with people, or especially if you like problem solving or the challenge of where, so this isn't working, let's try this. That's what is pretty much helps.
So you have personal trainers, you have wellness center staff.
Correct.
And then you have fitness instructors.
Fitness instructor, yes.
And so those would be the 3 areas that if you want to become part of the YMCA in our health and wellness, that you go this direction. But if you want to add water to that program, you would go over to Miss Stacy Harlan. Stacy, what do you need?
Oh, in aquatics, we need just about everything that we do. So first and foremost, lifeguards. And if you are not lifeguard certified, we're getting ready to start a class starting next week and registering for that now. So if you're interested in becoming a lifeguard, now's the time to do it. And then we also look for swim instructors, those of which we can train if you've never instructed swimming. As long as you love working with children, love the water, and want to make a difference, we can get you trained for that as well. One that I haven't mentioned a lot in the past, but we can always use extra help with is actual water fitness. And the cool thing about water fitness is you can do a lot of what we do on land in the water. And the great thing is only the instructor and lifeguard can see you. So
Right.
You miss a step, it's no big deal. Our weights are light, they're buoyant, they look big. No, but we have various classes. We certainly could use help with some instruction with our warm water classes, which are mostly for stretching, mobility, easing the joints. We could also use some help with some more cardio aerobic in our large pool. And then we're always looking for ideas to spice
new
things
stuff
up and try new things. So we welcome all of that.
So, and all 3 of us have been water aerobics instructors at one time. We should do like a pop-up class where all 3 of us get on the deck.
Yeah, we each take 15 minutes.
Yes.
I think that would be fun.
And
right?
that's actually the benefit of
because I'm the oldest, so I get to go first.
Yeah. It's benefit of like when I learned to do group exercise, then go to water, it's a whole different environment, and it's challenging, but it's fun. Then you are able to adapt and coach people. It's like, okay, I'm not getting anything. Oh, well, we'll figure something out to get you going.
Right. So, and one of the things that I always thought was the hardest thing to learn is that everything's opposite. So buoyancy versus gravity. These 2 things are totally opposite.
Totally.
So a bicep curl in one works a tricep. A bicep curl in the other works the bicep muscle, right? But the same movement works differently in water and in land. So, hey, if you want to learn about fitness, these two are the ones to talk to. And if you want to be part of their staff, how do we do that? We go to the WISE website. We you can just search it for application, and the employment application is on there. It is fillable. You can go ahead and send it to either one of their email addresses, or you can stop by the Y and drop it off. But here's what's great about being a Y employee. You get a YMCA membership, and sometimes that gets upgraded to an entire family membership depending on how many hours you work. So you want to be part of the Y.
Absolutely.
Right? Yes. Absolutely. So we are going to talk a little bit more about some of the programs that we have here at the Y that are going on, some special stuff. I love bringing these two because they definitely have a lot of stuff going on in both of their departments. Special events is definitely one of them. So we're going to go to Stacy's because hers appears on the calendar first with the Easter holiday. And so, Stacy, tell us about what you've got coming up.
Yes, so we are very fortunate to have an opportunity that a lot of the other folks in the community don't have, and that is utilizing water for our fun Easter activities. So we are going to be hosting once again our annual egg dive. That's going to be Friday, March 22nd, and we're going to run that from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. We use the water, so we have 3 different age groups. We will start with those that are 6 months of age up to kindergarten, and we'll put those folks in our small pool where it's a little bit warmer, shallow, so the parents can aid their children through the water. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have 2 other age groups, grades 1st through 3rd, and then 4th through 6th. So we split them up so that it's a little more fair, advantage. And we'll throw eggs in the pool that have little prizes and trinkets in it for them to enjoy. And then we will also, have some other games on the pool deck. We may or may not have the Easter Bunny appear.
He was there last year.
He was there last year, so we're hoping he stops by again this year. And of course, we'll do a little fun craft with him, just bringing everybody together and to have some fun and nice fellowship at the Y. Once the egg dive is done, the actual collecting of the eggs, then we just open the pool for everyone to enjoy and have fun. So
Stacy, do you have to be a member to enjoy this?
You do not. That is the wonderful thing. You do not have to be a member. You can register at the Y. We will try to cut off that registration just so we can prepare on the 19th. But if you are a member, the cost will be $5 per child. And if you are not a member, it would be $10 per child.
Awesome. So then we go down the calendar a few months into November, and we get to Thanksgiving Day. Ryan, what you got going on for this Thanksgiving
We have
Day?
the turkey trot, 5K, run or walk. Yes. It's like, what? We just had it. Well, yes, but we've learned a lot of the races. They start promoting a year out. And so if you want to, online registration says Ohio Challenge Series. .emotive.com.
Cheapest price of the year if you register now.
Yep, register now, yes. Yep, too, and you'll be guaranteed definitely a shirt then by the end, so yes.
Yeah, so the turkey trot, a great challenge this year. We had over 1,000 runners last year, which is the first time ever for us. And so we are hoping to beat that because we're all about challenging our last year's numbers. And so we definitely want to get as many people involved as we can. And what's a great way to run a 5K? Work out in some of our fitness classes, right?
Correct, yes.
Get yourself to become a member of the Y and start challenging your levels of fitness, which is all good. So some of the things that I want to kind of talk about is just really what would you say would be some of the benefits to working out in land? On the land. What are your biggest benefits?
Pretty much like a lot of people is like say helps to strengthening the endurance. Like some people like the pounding, the challenge of like say, okay, give me an example. When I came back, started teaching group exercise for Stacy, water aerobics, doing jumping jacks. I haven't done that probably in 10 years on the pool deck. And it was very frustrating. But then when I started doing it and started working on it more, strengthening, then it started getting easier. Just like now, I've been having to cover yoga, and we've been working on balancing. I've actually now came to one of my challenges. We're actually enjoying it because now it's actually, I'm slowly getting better. So that's the one thing about land we're always looking for. What is most challenging for you that's going to inspire you? At least, hey, it's getting there, but it's taking time.
Mm-hmm. Stacy, I'll just send the same question your direction. Benefits of water.
What I love about water is that it can be high impact and it can be very low impact to no impact. We actually have a class that we teach mostly in deep water called HydroFit, and it's a very popular class. And I believe one of the big reasons is they take advantage of both having your feet on the bottom and a little bit of impact, as well as doing deep water exercise, quite a bit of it. And for folks who may have bad knees, bad hips, maybe it's a situation of they're just not comfortable doing any exercise where they have to balance. When you're in the deep water, you don't have to worry about that. And we have flotation that you can wear. The equipment is flotation, so that helps as well. And you also get out of it what you put into it. This can be a useful piece of equipment to get more out of your workout, but if you don't put the effort into it, if you don't push against that water, you may not get as much out of it as you would like. So whenever folks say that they're in water and they don't really feel anything when they're in water, they're not getting a workout, I encourage them, well, you got to scoop that water, you got to push that water. You got to use that buoyancy because you get out of it what you put into it. So the great thing about that is someone may not need as much resistance as the other person does, but they can take the same class. We can have a mother and a young, 20-something daughter take the same class, and they can get out of it what they need. It's not as intimidating, no offense, but some of the land classes can be intimidating, as water can.
Which on that one, we always try to encourage and do modifications. So it's like, hey, you don't have to, but just try to keep moving. But that's why I do say with her, I agree with her, water that's our favorite is, this is easy, get in. When they see it and then we make adjustments, then they look at us like we're weird.
Yeah.
Or we're insane. Yes.
There's just so much science to it. That's the part I really like about it. There's a lot of science to all of this. Obviously, good form, all that kind of stuff, adding weight as needed when you're trying to accomplish something a little bit more. Resistance tube, you brought that as well. Resistance.
Yes. This is not a slingshot, so.
Not a slingshot.
But you do exercises
but can be dangerous. If let go.
So that's what I like to do in training is we show exercise bands,
Lots
stability
of
balls,
tools.
all kinds of fun toys and tools that we learn. That's what I like about as a trainer is when they start getting creative. But on this note is I came from years of experience of working with different equipment. So that's what helps too.
Yeah. And you sweat in both. And that is key. Hydration after every workout is important because even though you're in the water, your body temperature is staying down a little bit, you are losing perspiration through that. And so you do continuously have to rehydrate in either one. So, anything else that you want? Do you guys want to arm wrestle? Do you want to?
We'll play tug of war with the tube. These two used to work
together, and we have split them up at the Y. And so they are in different departments, but you can still see both walking through each other's as they support each other in their both their fields. And both of these two are actually part of our safety trainings at the Y. So I want to talk just real quick about safety trainings. I know you both teach them. What do we got coming up for safety trainings?
So we try every program session to offer both a CPR and a first aid class, and you would see either myself or Ryan leading those. We just had a first aid class this past Saturday. Our staff are getting very active in that as we like to make sure that those that utilize our building know that they're coming to a place where someone's going to know how to take care of them.
Yeah, and guess what? Work for the Y, and we are going to train you in both CPR and first aid. We will do it for free. We will pay you to sit in the chair and do the training and be certified. So
absolutely.
And each time I teach, I always do a plug. We've had 2 or 3 churches come through us and get certified. So like I said, we do churches. We've offered in the past to go to Boy Scouts, anything.
Yeah.
It's like that too.
Talk to
It's
us
like
about
whatever.
that.
Yes, we're more than happy. The more people know, the better it is.
Yep. And if we can work it into our schedule and you need it, we have gone to you. We have come to the location, and we like to do that because sometimes we need to see what you're working with so that we can better guide you how to create a plan if the inevitable were to happen and you need to respond. So yeah, I know Ryan's gone out to a couple churches for us. So
absolutely. We highly recommend that if you have children that you definitely learn those skills, especially if they're going to be around water or anything like that. So the Y is centrally focused on safety in all the programs that we run at the Y. So
absolutely,
just a great thing to do. Anything else that you guys want to add?
I just want to plug one more time. We've got lifeguarding training coming up.
Be a lifeguard.
Be a lifeguard. And if you don't do it for us, do it so that you can help the other facilities out there this summer. I actually just had a conversation with a member the other day that they were really surprised that they had gone to a location where they normally lifeguard out by a lake, and were really surprised to see that it was now swim at your own risk, because the lifeguard shortage is real, and it's not just for us, it's across the country. All the Ys are dealing with it. All our outdoor pools are struggling to find staff. I know at least one facility that couldn't even open on July 4th last year because they just didn't have enough staff to do so safely. So
what do you think are some of the barriers that are coming up for, is it just not the popular thing?
Well, it's an interesting question. I don't have a solid answer for that, other than, it requires training. You have to sit, it's not an on-the-job training type of thing. You can't just go and arrive on your first day and day by day get a little bit of training on how to do your job and do it well. You have to have that beforehand.
Right.
The other one that could be a factor, which we can help with, is the cost of getting that training. It's not just the time that you have to put into it, it's the cost.
There is a scholarship.
We do have a scholarship, and we not only have our financial assistance program that can help you with membership and other programs within our facility. The aquatic department has a scholarship, the Bob Huff Scholarship Fund, that is designated specifically for aquatic based, and lifeguarding falls under that. So if that is what's keeping you from coming to see us to get lifeguard certified, give me a call. We can help.
And we're not looking for 16-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 22-year-olds. We're looking for any age person who likes to swim. So you could be a stay-at-home mom. You could be an active career person that just loves water and would like the opportunity to lifeguard and get that membership to the Y. And so I could be a lifeguard.
Absolutely.
Well, I'd have to be trained first, obviously. But at my age, I could be a lifeguard. I think people stereotype that a lifeguard is this 16 to 18-year-old high school student that just wants to sit in the sun all day long. That is not the case. You can be a lifeguard at any age. We're going to teach you how to save a life.
Yes. And it's a good stepping stone for those that are younger that are looking into getting into any other type of emergency response career. I've had several lifeguards that have moved on to becoming EMTs, firefighters. Just having that initial training on recognizing danger, knowing how to respond to danger, it's a great stepping stone for anyone looking into careers of that nature.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Great place to be trained at the YMCA. Contact Stacy Harlan if you have any specific questions. You can stop by the Y and register for that program now. So we're at the end of our podcast. And these two have been super nervous. They were trying to get questions out of me on the way over here.
Bribes don't work, just let you know.
They don't. We were on to our 10 question speed round to get to know each of you better. We normally do that at the end, but you guys have already done that. So you already know the answers to those questions, and we already know the answers to those questions with these two. But so I decided, and I forgot my buzzer. I was going to bring a buzzer for you guys to use.
Oh, we can buzz.
Yeah, you can just buzz. So first, to sound off whatever buzz that you decide will be asked, will be given the winning, will be asked if they can give the the answer, obviously, and we'll see if you're the winner on that. And this is land versus water. And you'll even, I'm going to get you a trophy for your office.
Ooh.
I know. These two are extremely competitive, so this was really super easy to make this happen. No cheating on my paper. Look away. Look towards the camera.
Maybe you should turn around.
Look towards the camera. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. What do the letters YMCA stand for? Oh, Ryan, she's quick.
I know.
Stacy Harlan.
Young Men's Christian Association.
Good job. So you have to count that you have one. One. Are you ready? Question number 2. What year was the Tusk YMCA established?
1912.
Wrong.
I know.
Oh, no.
Can I call a friend? No. It's so funny because
we just had our 100 year not that long ago.
I looked this up.
Oh, man.
And I don't remember. Okay.
Hey, do I get a redo?
No,
you see the
cheater. Okay. Oh, I'm terrible at math. Okay. So it would be 19. Yeah, 19's right?
Yes.
19. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. 14.
No. 13. What in the world, you two?
Can I try again, Coach?
Yes.
1922.
No, it was 1919.
Hey, I was closer.
You were so close. Okay. All right.
Oh, boy.
Do I get
okay.
Half a point.
No, you don't. Neither of you get credit for that one. All right. What was the one sport that started at the Y?
Zeke.
Whoa. You shot it together.
We'll say it together. See if we get
Yeah,
both
we'll
the
say
same
it
one.
together. Basketball.
Good job. All right. Yes, basketball started at a YMCA. What are the core values of our YMCA?
Honesty, caring, respect, responsibility.
Good job, Ryan.
And we're tied 2-4-2.
Okay. All right. So this one can have multiple answers. So you could both be right if you can both come up with an answer. Are you ready? What famous athlete or president was a participant in a YMCA program? We'll let Stacy go first.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald
Hey,
Reagan.
she took my answer.
And what was Ronald Reagan?
Did he play basketball? I just knew he was part of a YMCA.
Oh, Stacy.
I'm going to guess he was a lifeguard.
He was a
No way.
lifeguard.
That is pretty good.
I should have known that. I'm embarrassed. Okay.
Any others that you can think
I'm
of?
thinking I thought Tom Hanks was at one time.
No, but we did see him when we were out on
Yes, we
we
did.
saw Tom Hanks at the Rock Hall of Fame.
Rock Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we were like starstruck.
Miss Etta stood right beside him and didn't realize she was standing right beside him.
It's so fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
No, I don't know that for sure.
Okay.
Dr. Phil.
Ah.
Yeah, he was a
Camp counselor.
No, he
that would have been perfect, though, wouldn't it?
He was a longtime member and a volunteer for the youth sports program. Wilt Chamberlain played basketball at the Y. Jackie Wilson, featherweight champion. And George Bush Sr. and Jr. There's a picture in this particular piece of history at them. They won first place in the 8-year-old age division of the electric train race.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of fun. Anyways, but Ronald Reagan, good job. We're giving that to Stacy. Okay.
Yeah. At least you're thinking alike.
Yeah, I should have went on to question number 6. Now I do have a bonus question because it was what past president was a YMCA lifeguard. Now you know that one.
Okay.
All right. How many competitive teams does our YMCA have? Stacy
2.
and Ryan, what are they?
Swim team and gymnastics.
Good job. Good job. Both had are ending their seasons here soon. Gymnastics has got a couple more months to go. Swim team getting ready to end their season. But what will come up next for them?
Next competition for them would be our Northeast Ohio Swim League championship meet. So
Okay,
that will
and we've got some good swimmers going into that one.
We've got quite a few, a lot of our team going to that one. So, and then after that, we'll have our zone championship meet, and we do have 3 qualifiers for that. So we're very excited about that. Yes.
Very excited for that. And this is both first years for our coaches?
This is second year.
Second year for Coach
second
Joe.
Full season for Coach Joe, Jolynn McFadden, yes.
Yep, and then Bree Stalker is in her first year as head coach. She's been with us for a while as well. So check out on Facebook some of the upcoming things for those two. All right, this is a tricky one. So if you buzz in, you're going to need to say these in order for me.
Okay.
This is going to be hard. We'll see. What are the names of the Tuscarawas County YMCA executive directors or CEOs in order?
I knew she was going to ask this one.
Okay.
All right. In order, Ryan, and this will include...
Are you talking about from present
you get bonus
to back?
Start to now, and you'll get bonus points if you throw in the interim in order as well.
Let's see. Okay. Only one I remember first was Bob Heil. No.
You're missing 2 before him.
See, I knew that.
You knew that.
I knew that. I know.
Stacy, do you
There's
know?
a point where I can start, but I don't think it's the first one. Tom Patton is the first one I know of.
He is not the first.
And then after that,
So I'll put in the first
one.
Miles Durr.
Miles Durr, I knew that.
Yeah, Miles Durr is number 1. So
Okay.
there's a road out in front of us called Miles Durr. That's how you'll always remember that, right? Tom Patton.
Tom Patton.
Bob Heil.
Bob Heil.
Tom Patton.
Tom Patton again. Good job.
Then Keith Lands.
Keith Lands.
Then Tiffany Fox.
Good.
Then Megan.
Keith Lands.
Keith
Oh,
Lands.
that's right.
Haha.
And our current
Megan Shane.
Megan Shaheen. All right, good job, you guys. So lots of longevity at the Y. 2 CEOs who have returned as interims as we were getting ready to bring in another one to help them show the way of the Y was Tom Patton and Keith Lands. Yes. And so Tom Patton has passed away, but we love Keith Lands. He comes in and sees us still and is still helping and guiding and mentoring most of us sitting at this table, I'm sure. So great to know. But yes, so that's it. Miles Durr, Tom Patton, Bob Heil, Tom Patton again, Keith Lands, Tiffany Fox, Keith Lands, and Megan Shaheen. Good job. All right. We'll see how you do on this one, because we just had a meeting with this one.
Oh, no.
Name our current board of directors president.
Beep. Ryan Marsh Jr.
Good.
You're so right.
Yes.
I knew
Ryan
that.
Marsh
Okay.
the second. Yep. All right. What is the campaign that we run each year to raise money for financial assistance called?
I want to try it. Partners with Youth.
Nope.
See, that was an acronym. So.
I know that we changed it.
Healthy Kids.
Oh my, you
Our
guys.
annual campaign?
Yes. It's just
Yeah,
called-
because it used to
it's
be
just called
Strong
the
Kids.
annual campaign.
Yeah, it's been different.
Now say
It's
see.
our annual campaign.
Annual
We're
campaign.
hoping
now you know.
we're hoping that our current CEO does not watch this program all the way to the end.
I agree.
All right. All right.
remedial
Here's your
training.
bonus. This is a bonus question.
Oh, I
The
thought
winner
these
of this is going to win it all, because I don't think you guys know what the score is right at the moment.
No.
We're all winners, Kathleen.
Yes.
Right. They
We
both-
all get
they
a
both want a
trophy. I want to
All
see.
right. Who has more fitness classes running in the spring, land or water?
It's got to be land.
Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree, because you have a bunch of twinges. So you have like several twinges classes, your water aerobics classes, and then you also have your aquafit classes, hydrofit
Glide fit.
I'd say in glide fit, I'd say if not, we're pretty much close, almost a tie.
So
that's what I'd say.
that's kind of a tricky question because I have lots of twinges, but they're all the same class. They're just at different days and times.
See, and that's how I treat it.
that's
It's
a tricky
different.
question.
See,
I counted them all as one. I counted them by time slots.
Okay.
Yes.
So if you have 20 twinges classes, you got 20 for that.
Oh my gosh, then it might be me.
I'm thinking it
Okay.
is you.
What's-
It's
all
All
very
right, out
verdict?
there, what
What's
have
the
you
verdict?
learned when you take a test? You always go with your
gut instinct.
first answer.
First answer,
And Stacy's first answer was
land.
land. And land is correct. Nobody's getting a trophy today. I'm telling you right
come
now.
on, we'll share it.
Here, I'll take this as a trophy.
we can come up with a custody
Yes.
agreement.
Yes.
So there are 37 land programs and 32 water.
See, we were close.
We were close.
All right, you guys. Thanks you so much for coming. Here's your saving grace. Does anybody remember what episode this is?
Episode 27.
I don't remember. I'm not even going to check.
I can't help these guys in any way, shape, or form.
That's
I'm
why
so
we look like
sorry.
news anchors. We have cheat sheets.
Yes,
So do it.
it was the
okay.
28th.
I'm
I'm done. I'm done looking for questions
Hey,
for
at
you
least,
two.
I was close.
That's it. So our 28th podcast has come to an end. Thanks so much for being our guest today. And also we want to thank our podcast engineer, Josh All, in the booth. Remember, if you have a wise story or want to be on our podcast, please email me, Kathleen, at tuscymca.org. We can't wait to hear from you. Take a moment to check out our Facebook pages as well. Lots of information about the podcasts that we do, about all these classes, about lifeguard training. So much stuff going on why you want to be connected to us through social media. If you're not a Facebook user and you like Instagram instead, we're there too. Also, lots of things out on our YouTube channel. The YMCA is a nonprofit organization committed to putting Christian principles into practice through programs and services that build a healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. We want you to be part of our YMCA family. That's all for today, but we always like to leave you with some type of quote or statement to keep you thinking. The world is 71% water, and kids are 100% curious. Donate to the Y so that everyone has an opportunity to learn to swim.
Amen.
Yes. See you next time on the Who, What, When, Where, and Why podcast.